All right. I am here with bantamweight, I would say contender Shera Mae Patricio. Is that how you say it?
Shera Mae Patricio,
Oh,
yes.
Shera Patricio. Okay. 7-0, 3 KOs. You have a fight coming up on the 28th at the Turning Stone Resort Casino. Currently it says against Maribel Ramirez, who recently
Mhm.
fought Mizuki Hirota, which is the WBO super flyweight champion. Um, Before we get into, some of the fight stuff, just kind of get want to get an understanding of who you are as a person for people that don't know who you are outside of
Um,
boxing.
Outside of boxing. Well, I'm the oldest of eight out of eight kids. And we're all boxers. All my seven siblings box are all national champions. Me and my brother, he is pro. And then I got my other brother Lorenzo, he's up in for Team USA representing, and he's fighting in Bulgaria. And at home, I work part-time as a dental assistant. Yeah. And then I just been busy with life and enjoying the journey throughout boxing and all. And everything just is on God's timing.
That's right. That's right. And I was gonna ask you because you're from Hawaii. Like, how was it growing up in Hawaii? Because everybody see it's a beautiful place, right? You go visit. It's beautiful. The water's warm. And you
Yeah.
have 8 siblings. Like, what was it like growing up in that household? So many kids around and stuff.
It was very busy, especially with me and my brothers. Like we motivate each other, we push each other. We have everything going on, especially now since we're all adults. And then got my brother, he lives in Vegas, and then my sister now she lives in Colorado Springs with WCAP. But we're all still boxers, and we're all just growing with each other. But every time we're together, we're just stronger. We all help build up on each other. We help push each other to make sure reach our goals, and we support each other very well. And growing up in Waianae, that's like the ghetto area. So like my coach, we have two locations, one in Waianae and then one in Pro City. So my coach and my dad, like they try to help keep all these younger kids off the streets, out of trouble, and just in not just to like learn boxing, but in life, you learn discipline, you learn all the mental hardships you be going through, and we just all they all treat us like family. So we all treat all my teammates like brothers and sisters, and we all just help push each other so that we all don't fail and just to stay out of trouble.
That's what's up. All right. Now, when you turned pro, you was what, 21, 22?
I was 2024. I was 21.
You was
Yeah.
21, right? So during
Yeah,
the
I just
time
turned 20.
yeah, during the time between I would say, the high school period and that, did you have any thoughts about, not turning pro and maybe doing something else, or did you just take your time before it's turning pro?
During high school, I was actually focused on the Olympics, which I won Olympic trials, but then because of my qualification, I didn't get to make it to the Olympics because I took second in the last two qualifiers, Olympic qualifiers, and then after that, the same year I turned pro. And during that time in high school, I actually was like looking towards like the medical way, but I was like locked in. I really wanted to pursue my boxing career. So also that, and then but once I got out of high school, I got this job opportunity, which I became a dental assistant, and I started off as a dental receptionist, and then I just eased my way into the dentistry, and then I learned more. So that's outside of boxing, and then like in boxing, I just focused on the Olympics, and then I wanted to see where things go. But at times I did want to quit boxing because it was hard, all the making weight or the continuous training. But I feel like it was my purpose, I'm doing this because God wants me to lead the way of my siblings and just like all the younger youth who's looking up to me. Like I see so many kids now boxing, so many clubs out there and everybody. So once they see me do it, then I they all can do it too as well.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right. Now, where do you have your training camp for those that don't know, and who's in charge of getting you ready for fights?
I usually have it in Hawaii, but I typically go around like I can train everywhere. I've done my training camp in Vegas. I've done it in Philly. Right now I'm doing it in Colorado because my brothers they were competing out here for the national championship. So I just continue my training because my dad he's my head coach and he's the one who like helps with the game plan. We also have like our other coaches on the team who also help and support me and who also like we all have a game plan and plus my manager also throughout the training camp like Philly. So I have a lot of open support,
Yeah, you broke up in the
is
last couple of seconds there. Hello?
support.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, now you have broken up the last couple of seconds there.
sorry.
No, all right. So your opponent, as I mentioned, she's got a ton of experience. Is this the fight that gets you ready for a potential title shot against the undisputed champion, Shanika Johnson?
Yes, it does. I'm actually easing my way because I'm already ranked in the IBF and the WBC and WBA. Now I'm just trying to up my rankings. I'm actually fighting for. I'll be fighting my last fight. I was fighting for a WBA Continental, which led me onto the rankings more ahead, which got me to rank number 4.
Yep.
And now I'm just trying to ease my way into the rankings and try to get that opportunity to fight a title.
All right. And what should fans expect that are going to either watch this fight live at the Turning Stone Casino Resort or, watch it on the streaming platform? What should they expect from your fight?
They should just expect me to bring fireworks, a lot of dominance. I'll be putting the pressure, but I'll use my angles. So they'll just see a different boxer out there. I'm not like all these other girls. I'm very blessed and grateful to be able to showcase my skills, especially on this high platform under Manny Pacquiao, which is one of my head idols.
That's what's up. All right, then the last question is, you had 4 fights last year, I think it was. And are you anticipating like the same amount this year? And do you feel like if you do the same amount, is one of those going to be that fight against the champion?
Yes, I actually am looking forward to continue staying like constant on my fights because that's what my manager is trying to line up for. I actually have another fight upcoming in April, which will be in Hawaii. So I got a lot ahead whenever it's God's willing.
Gotcha. All right. Well, listen, I appreciate your time, and I want to wish you the best of luck
Thank you for having me.
on February 28th and beyond. And I look forward to speaking to you again soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.